You know those quiet moments when your heart starts to ask questions? Questions we don't always say out loud, especially when it's about love, about connection, and about what Allah has really planned for us. So, let's just step into those quiet moments together and look for the signs of what might be written for you.
You might be thinking, okay, but what if they're in another city or even a whole different country? I mean, how is destiny supposed to work across a distance that feels just so huge?
Or what if everything just goes silent? The messages stop, the calls aren't coming through anymore, and in that quiet, this loud voice of doubt starts to creep in. And maybe you just feel completely stuck. You're making dua, you're trying to be patient, but your story feels like it's been paused, and you have no idea what the next chapter is supposed to be.
All of this, all these worries, they all boil down to the one big question that's right at the center of it all. If Allah has truly written this person for me, how in the world will I know? What are the signs? How can I actually be sure?
Well, here's the thing we so often get wrong. The answer isn't some loud, dramatic sign from the heavens. It's not a storm of confusing emotions or some desperate chase. The signs from Allah are gentle. They show up quietly, bringing this deep, profound sense of inner peace, a feeling we call sukoon. And that right there, that's the first and most important sign of all. You see, it's not something you're going to find in their last text message or in a phone call. It's found inside you, in the actual state of your own heart. So what exactly is sukoon? It's a sacred thing. It's this deep, almost unexplainable calm that only Allah can place in your heart. It's a kind of peace that can exist even when you have no idea what the outcome will be. It's your heart saying, I'm okay because I know who's in control. And it is so important to know the difference between this true peace and something else that can feel really intense, unhealthy attachment. See, sukoon feels like calmness, trust, and balance. Attachment, though, that's fueled by anxiety, this constant fear of losing them, and just obsessive thoughts. One is a gift from Allah, the other is born from our own fears and insecurities. So where does this true peace even come from? Well, the Qur'an tells us, straight up, verily in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. This just shows us that true sukoon is a spiritual state, not just a temporary emotion. And really, this is what it all comes down to. That peace you feel, it's not because you blindly trust another human being. It's because your faith in Allah's plan is absolute. Your heart isn't desperately clinging to a person. It's resting peacefully in the certainty that whatever Allah decides is perfect. This feeling of inner peace then leads us right to the next sign. Because a connection that is truly written by Allah will always protect something incredibly precious, your dignity. Think about it. What Allah has destined for you will never, ever require you to humiliate yourself. It won't have you begging for a text back or fighting for someone's attention. You won't have to compete or constantly feel like you have to prove that you're good enough. Divine destiny doesn't play those kinds of games. Instead, it unfolds with mutual respect. It's like this. You take a step forward with your head held high. They take a step forward with clear and honest intentions. And then, it is Allah who brings those two paths together. It's a partnership, you see, not a chase. And sometimes before Allah can unite the right paths, He has to clear the road. He removes people from our lives, people we were sure were good for us. And yes, it can hurt a lot. But this verse is such a powerful reminder that Allah knows everything. He's simply removing what would have harmed you to make way for what is truly best. Okay, but what about those very real worries? The feeling of being miles and miles apart, or the fear that time is just slipping away? Let's talk about how Allah actually uses time and distance not as roadblocks, but as His tools. Let's be clear. If someone is written for you, no amount of miles can change that. Geography has zero power against God's decree. So distance isn't really a barrier. It's a test of your sincerity, your patience, and your true trust in His plan. And the waiting. Oh, the waiting. It can feel like agony, right? But there is so much wisdom in it. Trying to rush things can actually spoil what's meant for you. That waiting period is often a gift from Allah. It's time for you to grow, to heal, to become the person you need to be for your partner. Waiting actually protects your destiny. So, when you're feeling a little lost in all this, when you're looking for a clear direction, what's your ultimate compass? It's your faith, your iman. Honestly, this might be the clearest sign of all. Just ask yourself this simple question. Does thinking about them or being with them
make me want to be a better Muslim? Do they inspire me to pray more, to have better character? The person written for you by Allah will never, ever pull you away from Him. They will bring you closer. And this is the ultimate prayer of surrender. It takes your own wants and wishes out of the driver's seat and puts your trust completely in Allah's hands. You're not just asking for what you want, you're asking for what is genuinely good for you in this life, in your faith, and in the next. This is the prayer of a heart that truly trusts.
So please remember this. You don't have to go out and hunt for your destiny. You don't have to chase it down. What is meant for you is already on its way to you by the will of Allah.
And when you really let that sink in, everything begins to change. The need to force things just melts away. The fear of missing out, it vanishes. And all that's left is this calm, beautiful trust in the one who writes all the stories.
So the real question isn't about them anymore, is it? It's about you. Are you ready to finally let go of the anxiety, to release that need to control everything, and to just peacefully place your heart in the hands of the best of planners?